Hello, I'm Mr. Dizerns. I'm going to be doing fifth grade math summer school this year. In this video, I'm going to explain to you the concepts that you're going to need to know to successfully complete your summer school packets. And I'm also going to talk about the expectations that you need to know to make your summer school experience a success. It's only 2 short weeks. You can do it. Packet distribution will be located at Kennedy Powell Elementary. Packet pickup will be May 27th and May 28th from 7:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Okay, and when you're finished, you have to drop it off by June the 12th at 3 o'clock. And our summer school coordinator is Laura Lopez. Okay, you're going to need to know like 4 different concepts to successfully complete your summer school packet. One of them is adding and subtracting decimals, which, I know you've talked about all year long. So the important things to remember about that is that um, you have to line up the decimals when you're adding. Okay, if you're adding or subtracting decimals, you have to line up the decimals. If you do this over here, you're going to get it wrong. Okay, you have to line up the decimals and put a zero as a placeholder to help you line them up. Okay, so for adding and subtracting fractions, which is our next concept that you're going to need to know. Um, if you need to add 1/2 and 2/3, you notice they don't have the same denominator. So if a fraction doesn't have the same denominator, you have to find a common denominator. And to do that, like I say, I know you've talked about this year, but this is just a refresher. You can multiply the denominator by the same number. That will get it. Or list each denominator's multiples until you come up with one that's the same and use it for a common denominator. Okay. Then second, write equivalent fractions with the common denominators, like so. And then write the problem using the new equivalent fractions. So now it's going to be really simple. Now you just add the numerators, put the denominator as it is, and you're good to go. Okay, so next, if we are multiplying decimals, okay, you need to multiply the numbers just as if they were whole numbers. Okay, so that's what you do. You just multiply them, kind of pretending the decimal isn't there. And then, um, let's see, and then add the products as you normally would and get your answer. Now, the trick is placing the decimal point when you're multiplying decimals. So place a decimal point in the answer by starting at the right and moving the number of places equal to the sum of the decimals in both numbers multiplied. So right here we have 2 decimal places. Right here we had 1. So that would be 3 decimal places that we are going to move in the answer here. So we go 1, 2, 3 decimal places, and let's wait for that to go away. And we put our decimal right there. Okay, so that's the biggie to remember when you're multiplying decimals. Now, dividing decimals, let's see, dividing decimals isn't very difficult either. Okay, all you have to do is make the divisor a whole number by moving the decimal to the end. Okay, but the trick is you have to move the decimal point in the dividend the same amount of spaces. So if you move 1 space here, you have to move 1 space here. So if you look over here, that's what they did. They moved their decimal over 1, so they moved their decimal over 1 here. And when you get your answer, you just move your decimal straight up and you've got it. Okay, so those are the big concepts you're going to need to know to complete your packet. If you have any questions, make sure you email me. My email is going to be in the packet. And um, that's it. Have a great day.